Hi, this is Joel. A lot has been going on since my last DIY real estate video. Um, so I had listed the property originally and I was trying for 4.1 million, which was too much for what the property was. And I dropped that to 3.5 and then to 2.9, which was a lot more reasonable. But I didn't get any contacts, and I used that HomeCoin website, and I gotta say it was kind of a disappointing experience. Although I should say I did get one realtor to contact me after I made a deal with somebody else. Um, so I guess I did get one contact. He said he had a client who was interested possibly. But what I ended up doing was my neighbor there introduced me to a friend of his. And that friend wanted to purchase the 10-acre vacant lot that was next to my house there on the 10 acres, and he was going to rent the house with the 10 acres, purchase the 10-acre vacant lot, build himself a new house on the 10-acre vacant lot, and rent the 10 acres with a house from me. So I agreed to do that, and I took the rest of the 86 acres off of the market. For now, at least, I'm actually considering developing a house myself on the 86 acres and splitting the 86 acres up into 4 20-acre parcels, and then put a house on each one and sell them as I go and use one house to fund the build of the next one. That could be a lot of headache and problem though, being my own general contractor and dealing with all that. I don't know if I want to do it, but that's kind of where I'm at and what I'm thinking about. I definitely did like that FSBO.com website better than HomeCoin, I think. Although HomeCoin was very cheap. For $100, they did a lot of work, so I do appreciate that. But I just didn't really get the outcome I wanted, which was more contacts. That may have been partially my fault for having too high of a price. It could have been the market, which right now there's kind of a record difference between the number of people trying to sell their properties and people trying to buy. It's definitely a buyer's market. So yeah, so I think overall though, I mean, it was okay, and it might work for other people, or it might work in a better market. I know I had my MLS buddy, realtor buddy, he tried to convince me to go with him, and I did consider it. And he did show me that apparently the MLS is using their monopoly power, and they stick a bunch of stuff in the agent remarks before my phone number. So it kind of makes it difficult for agents to contact me if they want to. So I wasn't real happy about that. I'm guessing that'll probably apply to FSBO.com now. The last one I sold to FSBO.com was in California, which is probably under a different MLS. I'm working in the Northwest MLS with slightly different rules. So yeah, so that's kind of been my experience with it. I am going to try and do more properties that way. We'll see how it goes. And I do have a property, actually 2 properties that I'm looking at purchasing here in the near term. One in Crescent Bar that you'll see a video on soon, hopefully, and the other will be is a bankruptcy auction, actually, which will be a very interesting one too. I'm not sure if I'll have a video on that or not, because I'm very likely not going to buy it. There's another bidder who I think wants it quite a bit more than I do. So yeah, we will see how all that turns out, and I'll continue to post updates, and I'll try and post more. I was intending to post more explanations of kind of my pricing strategy and stuff like that, and so I'll try and follow up later with more videos explaining my thought process on it, and the ways to approach it, and how to look for comparables and things. But there's a lot of other content obviously out there on YouTube already about that. So we'll see if people ask about it. I'm happy to do it. Well, thank you for watching.